Hi, so I'm back with another pregnancy update, but this time I'm not pregnant anymore. That's right, I gave birth to my little girl 1 week and 1 day ago on Father's Day, June 21st. Great Father's Day gift for my husband, and it was a pretty good experience. I do have a labor and delivery video for you guys, so I'm going to provide the link for that. But yeah, I'm 1 week postpartum, so I just want to get into everything, how our first week together as mother and daughter have been, and also as a family, having 2 children under the age of 2, how that's been, the adjustment to having a new sibling to my little boy Jack. So let's just get right into it to start. So first, I have had some issues with breastfeeding. I breastfed my son for 18 months. So I thought that it would be super easy and simple to get back into breastfeeding for my daughter. But I was wrong. It was a completely different experience. Her latch was terrible, and she kind of just like nibbles onto the nipple, which ended up cracking my nipples, and they were bleeding, and it was just terrible. So I nursed them back to health, and trying to nurse a child while you have a bleeding nipple is just, oh, it's just awful. So I really want to still just truck through it. There are trials and tribulations with breastfeeding, and I expected that. So I didn't expect those trials and tribulations, but I definitely expected, some little difficulties. But we worked through it, and it healed in a couple days. And now her latch is a lot better. I'm still probably going to go see a lactation consultant just to make sure that, that I don't run across this problem with her again. But I did kind of switch positions and make sure that her mouth was fully open. And if it wasn't, I definitely unlatched her and did it over. And even though that was kind of time consuming and frustrating for her and I, it definitely helped us get past it. So I'm happy about that. That was definitely a trial for us, and it only lasted a few days, so we're normal now. My breasts are super engorged. I tried to make sure that they didn't look too big on camera by making sure I nursed ahead of time and everything, but no, they still look ridiculous. They're still taking over my whole body. They actually don't look as big as last time. Last time it looked even more insane. So yeah. Another problem I had was my recovery has been so much harder this time than during my first pregnancy, which I'm surprised, because this pregnancy itself was so much more mild. It was easy. I can call it easy. I didn't really have many symptoms. I had a lot of energy. I was good to go for the whole pregnancy. And when it was time to recover, I was just in so much pain. No one ever told me that when your uterus is contracting back after you have the baby, that it hurts worse the second time around. Nobody told me that. So my baby's breastfeeding, of course that makes the uterus contract even more. And I feel like I'm having a second baby. I'm like, oh my God, my stomach is contracting like there's another child in here. And it was really, really, really painful. And every nurse, doctor, midwife that came in said, oh yeah, it's totally normal, hurts worse each child. I'm like, okay, thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna stick to just having 2 children, because if it gets any worse than this is labor. This is full-blown labor if it gets any worse. So that was one thing. Then I got really, really swollen. I was nowhere near this swollen before. Maybe I didn't notice because I had gained so much weight. But no, I was immobile. Like, I could not bend my knees to walk up and down the stairs. My ankles, my knees, my arms, my face, everything. I couldn't really ball my hand up to make a fist. It was insane. It's still bad. Like, I'm still very swollen. I still see it in my arms and in my face and even in my legs, but definitely nowhere near as bad as it was a few days ago. When I came home from the hospital, I had elephant legs. I could not see my knees. It was really, really bad. So it was just painful to move around. So that was definitely something I didn't see coming as far as soreness. And my hips are more sore this time. I don't know why. Maybe because she sat lower in my body the whole time. I'm not sure. But that's definitely something else. I did not tear, so I don't have that type of soreness, which I'm happy, because last time I did, and I was sore for beyond my 6-week recovery, I was sore in that area where I had to get stitches. So that was something that was good and positive. But overall, the recovery has seemed a little slower this time. I'm not really sure why, but I'm definitely more achy. So I will not be exercising before my 6-week checkup, anything like that. No. I'm going to take it nice and easy and let my body heal fully. I'm not on a diet. I'm breastfeeding, so I'm just trying to make sure I eat the right things that are going to optimize my breast milk. You know, definitely some healthy fats, some green leafy vegetables. You know, I just eat abundantly anything that I want. I want a lot of fruit because it's really, really warm. So I love fruit in the summertime, so I'm eating a lot of nectarines and peaches and bananas and melons, anything, grapes, blueberries. Yeah, I'm eating a lot of those things because it's just, they're fast food. You can just grab them and eat them. And mangoes. I've been killing mangoes. But yeah, they're fast. So you just grab them, eat them, no preparation. My mom is here, so she's been preparing all the meals, so that's been great. And my husband's on paternity leave, so he's also been here with my son, and that's been very helpful. So as far as the baby's development, she's gained back all of her weight plus some from birth. Right after leaving the hospital, we had a doctor's appointment the following day, and she gained back all of her weight. At birth, she was 6 pounds, 5 ounces. So the next day she was 6 pounds, 7 ounces. So that's great. That means my milk is doing the job. She tries to move around a lot with her little hands and her little feet just moving, swinging as infants do. And she's just a doll. She sleeps all the time though. I have to actually wake her up in the middle of the night and set alarms for us to wake up to feed and to change her diaper and everything, because she will sleep all day, all night. She's asleep right now. That's why she's not on camera, but I am going to add her in so that you guys can see her little tiny cuteness. I'm so obsessed with her. I can't stop looking at her. Oh my God. And I'm not the only person. My son is obsessed with her, and I'm so happy about that. He hasn't shown any jealous bones yet, so I'm happy, but he's just really obsessed with her. When he sees her, he just wants to rub her. He wants to give her kisses, and he wants to give her kisses goodnight. And every time he sees her, he's like, baby, baby. You know, he's so excited. And if she cries when I'm changing her diaper, because she doesn't like that, he starts to cry. So I have to really like get him together too. Like, oh no, she's okay. And you know, after her diaper's changed, like hold her and show him that she's okay. And he rubs her back because he wants to make sure she's okay. You know, it's too cute. So I'm happy about that as well. So she's doing great. My son's doing great. My husband is doing great as well. My son is driving him crazy though. He is all behind him, very attached to my husband, but he's always attached to my husband. So that kind of makes things easier on me having a newborn, because it keeps him from getting too jealous, because he's busy doing boy stuff with dad. So he's not really too concerned about me doing, you know, the nursing and everything with the baby. So that's been great. But yeah, that's pretty much how my first week has gone. For the entire pregnancy, I gained 22 pounds. And as of today, I weighed myself and I've lost 10 pounds, which I think is pretty good, especially considering that I'm still holding a lot of liquid. I do wear a girdle day and night, 24/7. It's by Bella Fit. I'll leave a link to where I get mine. Of course, I get them from Amazon. Currently, I am fitting into their extra small. I have on their extra small girdle right now. So, and I will give you a belly shot at the end. I just have to take off this bad boy, but yeah, that's that. I'm wearing a nursing bra, so there's no support in that, because my breasts are just full of milk and uncomfortable. But yeah, I love these things, and they really help you focus into holding your stomach, holding that internal corset to help pull you back in. So that is a big thing, right? We all want our stomachs to go back flat, and you know, I have a lot of work to do, considering, you know, the damage that I did for my first pregnancy. This pregnancy, not so much. Has really been a blessing, and I'm very happy that I made the decisions that I did to stay healthier and make healthier decisions and be active. If I were pregnant again, I'd even take it up a notch, because before this pregnancy, I didn't exercise. I wasn't doing the same things that I am doing now health-wise. So definitely, if you're planning to get pregnant, to start ahead of time is best, because you want to be able to just comfortably make those adjustments while you're pregnant. It's really hard to change lifestyle choices when you're pregnant, and I did it, but of course I could have done better had I prepared even before pregnancy. So that's my advice for all the new mommies out there. And well, that's it. I just wanted to share my postpartum first week story with you guys. I'm going to include the baby in a second. As soon as she wakes up, I'm going to go wake her up myself, actually, and nurse her again and change her and do all that fun stuff. And hopefully she's wide awake and ready to show her face to the camera. All right, thank you guys for catching up with me and for being so patient for the videos. I'm recording all of them as quickly as I can right now in between baby naps. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Okay, so I almost forgot to add this, so I'm doing it on my phone. Here's a shot of my belly, 1 week post. As you can see, I still have a long way to go. It's still pretty, you know, normal. I don't know, after giving birth. It is dark still. It was dark after having my son too. It takes a couple months to go down. My breasts are so engorged, so I'm about to go pump. Yeah, this is the belly. I didn't get any new stretch marks from this pregnancy, but I still have the old one from